People do not decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. In the midst of the perpetual busyness of our daily lives, it can be all too easy to neglect or abandon the healthy habits and daily rhythms that ground us and help us to thrive mentally, emotionally, and physically. But these habits, insignificant as they may feel in the moment, shape us and determine our life's course and direction. As James Clear puts it, making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse seems insignificant in the moment. But over the span of moments that make up a lifetime, these choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be. Our daily rhythms matter. So regardless of whether you're naturally a more structured person or not, building up a repertoire of daily non-negotiables, the things that you do no matter what, is one of the most powerful things that you can do to create a balanced and healthy life. So this year, I've committed to practicing these daily habits, knowing that they are shaping me into the person that I want to become. One of the first things that I've been doing is trying to get 8 hours of sleep every night. Sleep really is foundational to helping our minds and bodies operate and function at their best. As sleep expert and neuroscientist Dr. Meryl Mittler puts it, sleep services all aspects of our body in one way or another. Molecular, energy balance, as well as intellectual function, alertness, and mood. And I notice that difference. When I'm well rested, I have more energy, I'm more productive, and better emotionally balanced throughout the day. So it's something that I make a priority. And typically my sleep schedule looks like getting ready for bed at around 10:30 p.m. so I can go to sleep at around 11. And that way I can get 8 full hours of rest before rising at 7 the next morning. Then each morning, shortly after rising, I like to spend a few minutes making my bed. It's the first of many productive habits that I try to practice on a daily basis, and I see it as kind of the beginnings of a snowball. It's not that big or that challenging of a task, but it's one of those small things that prepares you for greater and greater, more challenging and more challenging tasks ahead. So from a productivity standpoint, I find it important to begin my day with making my bed, and I never quite feel ready to start the day until I've done it. But then from a self-care perspective as well, there's something incredibly satisfying about being able to crawl into a perfectly made bed at the end of a long day. And it's kind of a reminder that no matter what challenge you faced during the day, whatever hardships you endured, tomorrow is a new day and a chance at a fresh start. So to me, making my bed really is about more than just a simple physical act, and it really is symbolic of new beginnings. Then one habit that I like to begin in the morning but continue throughout the day is drinking plenty of water. Drinking enough water just helps to keep everything working properly in our bodies. But it's almost one of those habits that works a bit in reverse. We often don't notice the presence of sufficient water in our bodies, but we sure do notice the lack of it. And we'll often experience headaches, feel lethargic, or experience inconsistent bowel movements if we're not having enough to drink. So I like to begin my days with drinking a glass or a bottle of water, but then it's something I'll continue doing as the day progresses. And a good rule of thumb when it comes to how much water you want to drink on a daily basis is you want to drink approximately half of your body's weight in ounces of water. And that can be a good starting point, but of course everyone is different. Personally, I find that I do need a bit more water than that. So I kind of use that rule as a starting point, but then I really discovered that I really thrive the best having about 20 more ounces of water than that in a given day. So personally, I aim for anywhere from really 80 to 90 ounces of water a day. That's what I found works for me, so it's a goal that I really try to stick to. But of course, it's really good to experiment and find out what's going to work best for you. Then moving my body is one habit that I haven't always been perfect at, but as I grow older, I'm increasingly understanding my desire and need to make it a priority. So something I've committed to this year is every single day trying to move my body. And some days that looks like just taking a short 15-minute walk outdoors. But more recently, I've been getting serious about working out several times a week. This is one of those things that's always really intimidated me. I never really felt like I knew where to begin or what to do. And I tried going to the gym before, but I'd always inevitably give up because I never really felt like I had direction. That is, until I discovered CoPilot, who I am so excited to be partnering with for this portion of today's video. And the way it works is CoPilot is an affordable fitness coach app that provides personalized workouts tailored to your goals and available equipment. But it is so much more than that too. It's accountability and support from a real person and a flexible system that's designed to work with your schedule and to help you stay consistent. So when you sign up, they match you with an expert coach who will work with you to create a personalized workout program for you. So when I started, I met with my coach and I was able to walk through with her the equipment that I had access to, my goals. One was that I've always wanted to run a 5K but never have. And I even just shared my desire to be able to walk into a gym and not feel intimidated. And from there, she crafted a routine for me that combines my goals of strength training and running, and it has been amazing. I really felt like I had someone walking through my fitness journey with me, step by step. And since I started, I've been working out 4 times a week, twice running, twice doing weight training. And that was a part of the goals that we agreed on together. And I've been getting so much from the guided workouts that are tailored to my skill level. One of my favorite things has been the video demonstrations of the proper form and timing for the weightlifting. They've been so helpful, especially as someone who hasn't always felt the most confident in the gym. What I love too is that it's really interactive. So after I complete the workouts, I can provide feedback on how it went, and we've even been able to tailor some of the future workouts based on what I said. So CoPilot really is the best way to reach your fitness goals. And over 75% of CoPilot clients continue to work out after 100 days, which means that CoPilot clients are 9 times more successful at sticking to their goals. And I really feel that this is easily the most excited and confident I've ever felt to work out. So if you're looking for personalized support and accountability in your workout journey, I cannot recommend CoPilot enough. So go to go.mycopilot.com/Ashlynne Eaton or click on the link in the description box below. And when you do, you'll receive a free trial with your own expert health and fitness coach. Of course, fitness is a journey, not a destination, and there's no quick fix, but it's been so cool for me to be able to see my body slowly getting stronger. And before beginning work, especially on those days where I work out in the morning, I find it so important to eat a healthy breakfast. This allows me to give my body the nourishment that it needs and the energy so I can be productive throughout the day. And on any given day, my breakfast will typically look like one of 2 things. The first being eggs with toast and a side of fruit, and the second being a smoothie. With either option, I love how it enables me to begin the day with a great source of protein as well as fresh foods. And today I decided on a smoothie, so I just made a basic recipe for myself that includes Greek yogurt, mixed berries, sea salt, honey, milk, and collagen powder. I got this recipe from my friend Sally. She has an amazing YouTube channel. You should definitely check it out. It's a great and very easy recipe that tastes amazing and leaves me feeling satiated until lunch. Then another daily practice that I love is to spend some time making and enjoying a cup of tea. This is one of those very relaxing and mindful small rituals I do each day that truly does bring me so much joy. There's something incredibly therapeutic about taking a moment to heat the water, to measure your leaves and steep the tea. It's so mindful and peaceful. Plus, tea has a wealth of health benefits that can help fight stress and anxiety and promote a sense of peace and relaxation. I probably have anywhere from 2 to 4 teas in a given day. I just find it so soothing and relaxing and a bit like a warm hug. What I'll often do is offer caffeinated teas in the morning, so your Earl Greys, your Indian chais, your English breakfasts. And then as the afternoon progresses into the evening, I'll switch from caffeinated teas to naturally caffeine-free blends like rooibos and herbal teas. But something that I'll do pretty much every morning is make myself a warm cup of tea, bring it over to the sofa to enjoy as I engage in a bit of a time of reading and reflection. This sort of quiet time is really the final ingredient of my mornings. It's a great way to center myself before the day begins in earnest, to refresh my soul, and to gain clarity for the day ahead. I'll typically begin with reading some of the Bible. I've been going through a plan to read through the entire Bible in about 2 years, so I'll typically read a chapter or 2 of that. Right now, I'm in the book of Judges. Then after my reading, I like to spend a few minutes in reflection. One way that I'll often do this is through journaling. I've been using the 5-minute journal for a few months now, and it's such a great way to begin the day with focusing on the good and with gratitude. Those are the 2 key ingredients of this time for me. Then depending on if it's a work day or if I have a bit more time available to me, I might also spend some time in prayer or reading a novel. Then once I wrap up this time, this moment of stillness before the day begins, I'll get to work and to my tasks for the day. Well, it's now about 5 p.m. I just wrapped up work for the day. Something that I like to do at this point is just to spend a few minutes tidying up and resetting my house. This is a habit that I like to call the 10-7 rule. If you've watched my videos in the past, you may have heard me talk about this before, but it's just that idea that every single day of the week, so 7 days a week, you want to spend 10 minutes tidying up. This is something that I like to do typically either right after I get off of work, like now, or right before bed. But I really find it just so valuable to spend a few minutes tidying up and resetting my space. It helps to keep clutter in check and really promotes an environment where I can relax and rest after a day's work. And personally, I just find it so much easier to truly unwind when my environment is free from distractions. So if there are things out on the counters, in our living room, dishes in the sink that need to be put away, or simply a surface that needs to be wiped down, I like to just spend a few minutes scanning my space and just tidying up those few little things that are really going to help to promote a sense of calm and relaxation in my home. During the evening, I always try to prioritize spending time with friends and loved ones, because relationships really are one of the special things that fill our lives with so much joy and meaning. Of course, what this can look like varies a lot from night to night. We'll often have friends over for dinner, host game nights, or enjoy chill evenings in. Balance is important with this. What I've found is that in seasons where we're doing something every single night, I quickly begin to feel burned out. But equally, when I go days without seeing people, I feel starved for relationship. So what I found works best for us is to arrange our schedules so that my husband and I have at least 2 rest nights a week that we can spend with each other. And we'll fill up the rest of our schedules as we want to with more event-oriented nights that we spend with friends and family. What we found is that this really enables us to spend time with each other and with friends to balance resting with relationships. So you just enjoyed a very chill and relaxing evening, now getting ready for bed. And something that I like to do as I'm winding down for the evening is a nighttime brain dump. And this is really just a way that I'm able to clear my thoughts before bed so I can fall asleep more easily. I've always loved the quote, "Your brain is for having ideas, not for holding ideas." I think that it's especially true at night. In the past, I've experienced difficulty falling asleep as the moment my head hit the pillow, task after task and to-do after to-do would immediately present themselves in my brain. And so doing a nighttime brain dump and just taking a moment to write all of those thoughts down is an easy way just to signal to my brain, it's okay, we're on this, and we'll get to it tomorrow. So this is one of those simple habits that is incredibly powerful. I've really noticed a tangible difference in it helping me to fall asleep more easily. All right, but then with my little brain dump list written out, I've come to the end of my daily habits, so it's time for me to finally get ready for sleep and go to bed to begin a new day tomorrow. So that's it. Those are my non-negotiables and the habits that I practice on a daily basis. But I really want to be clear about something. And as much as I try to, I don't do all of these perfectly every single day. But if I ever do miss a day, I always try to get back on track the following day. Habits are just practices that we repeat consistently, not habits that we practice perfectly. So the key to success isn't to never miss a day, it's to not allow that one missed day to become a pattern. So if and when I inevitably fail at one of these, I just pick back up and try again. I'd really encourage you to adopt a similar mindset as well. But now I would love to know, what are your non-negotiables and the habits that you practice on a daily basis? I would love to hear about them, so be sure to let me know what those are in the comments below. And don't forget to check out CoPilot and use the link in the description box below to get your free trial today. And as always, don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Good night.